Hello, and welcome back to Everyday English Talk, the podcast that helps you practice real English for daily life. I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben. In today's episode, we're talking about something that many people use to learn, to relax, and to stay informed: newspapers.
Yes, reading a newspaper means looking at the daily news, stories, even entertainment in print or online.
Newspapers are not only about the news. They can also help you improve your English, learn new vocabulary, and understand what is happening in the world around you.
That's true. You can read about politics, business, sports, movies, or even lifestyle tips. There's something for everyone inside a newspaper.
And in English, there are many useful words and expressions connected to newspaper reading. In this episode, we'll learn how to talk about why people read newspapers, the benefits for English learners, and how to use them in daily life.
We'll also practice short dialogues and real-life examples, so you can easily use today's vocabulary.
And remember, you can download the free PDF transcript for this episode. It includes the full script, a vocabulary list, and extra practice exercises.
You'll find the link in the description. You can read along while listening, or review it later when you study.
So get ready, and let's begin.
So Ben, let's talk about why we chose this topic today. Newspapers.
Yes, newspapers are something many people use every day, but sometimes we forget how helpful they are.
For me, reading the newspaper is almost a morning habit. I like to drink a cup of coffee and read the news at the same time. It makes me feel ready for the day.
Oh, that sounds cozy. For me, I usually read newspapers when I'm on the bus. I don't always have much time in the morning, so I just check the headlines while I travel.
Headlines are the big titles of the news, right?
Exactly. A headline is the short title at the top of a news article. It quickly tells you what the story is about.
That's a good way to stay informed, even if you don't read everything.
Right? Newspapers are not only about big world news. They also give us local news, what's happening in your city or town.
True. Many people have a daily routine with newspapers. Some people buy them from a shop, some read them online, and some get them delivered to their home.
Yes, but I feel people sometimes forget how useful newspapers really are. We often use them without thinking.
That's right. Newspapers can give us information, teach us new things, and even make us smile or laugh.
And that's why today we want to explore the benefits of newspaper reading.
Exactly. There are many reasons to read a newspaper, and we'll look at them one by one.
But first, we'd like to ask our listeners, do you think newspapers are still important today? Why or why not?
Please share your ideas in the comments. Maybe you think newspapers are old-fashioned, or maybe you still read them every day. We'd love to know your opinion. Headline. It means the big title at the top of a news story. For example, I read the headline about the football match this morning.
Stay informed. It means to know what is happening in the world or around you. For example, reading the newspaper helps me stay informed about daily events.
Local news. It means news about your town, city, or nearby area. For example, I like reading local news to see what's happening in my community.
Current events. It means things that are happening now in the world. For example, I read the newspaper to learn about current events in politics and sports.
Advertisement. It means a short message in a newspaper to sell something. For example, I saw a job advertisement in the newspaper.
Opinion column. It means a part of the newspaper where a writer shares their ideas. For example, I like reading the opinion column to see different points of view.
So Ben, let's talk about the first benefit of reading newspapers.
Yes, the first benefit is newspapers help us stay informed. That means we know what is happening in the world.
A newspaper gives us information. Information is facts and details about something.
And when we read this information, we get knowledge. Knowledge means we understand more about the world.
For example, in the morning, I often check the weather report. If the newspaper says it will rain, I bring my umbrella. If it says it will be sunny, I wear lighter clothes.
That's a good example. For me, I always look at the sports scores. I like football, so I check the newspaper to see who won the match yesterday.
Ah, yes, many people do that. Some even collect old newspapers with big events in sports, like the World Cup final or the Olympics.
That's true. And local news is also very useful. For example, if there is a road closed in the city, the newspaper can report about it. Then I know to take another street.
Yes, and some people also read the job ads. These are small notices in the newspaper where companies post jobs. It's a way to find work.
That's right. And newspapers give updates too. An update is the newest information about something. For example, if there was a storm yesterday, today's newspaper will give an update about the damage.
So really, newspapers help us to be connected with the world. We don't live alone. We need to know what is happening in our town, in our country, and in other countries.
Exactly. Without newspapers or news, it's like living in a small box. You don't see what is outside.
And that's why staying informed is the first big benefit of reading newspapers. So listeners, when you read news, what type of news do you usually check first? Weather, sports, local news, jobs, or something else?
Please share your answer in the comments. Maybe you are a sports fan, or maybe you care most about local events. We'd love to hear your choice.
And don't worry, there is no right or wrong answer. Everyone likes different kinds of information.
Yes, and maybe your answer can give ideas to other listeners too. Knowledge. It means understanding from learning or experience. For example, reading the news increases our knowledge about the world.
Weather report. It means news about the weather today or tomorrow. For example, I always check the weather report before leaving home.
Sports scores. It means the result of a game or match. For example, Ben reads the sports scores to see who won the football game.
Connected with the world. It means to know and feel part of what is happening around you. For example, reading news helps us stay connected with the world.
Small box. Metaphor. It means a way to say someone doesn't know what happens outside. For example, without newspapers, it's like living in a small box.
Now let's talk about the second benefit of reading newspapers.
Yes, this one is very important for our listeners. Newspapers can help us learn English.
That's true. A newspaper has many short pieces of writing, like a headline or a short article. These are easier to read than a long book.
A headline is the big title at the top of the news. It tells you the main idea in just a few words. For example, City Park opens new playground.
Exactly. And an article is the full text below the headline. It gives details about the story.
When I read newspapers, I sometimes underline new words. Later, I check the meaning in a dictionary.
That's a great habit. I also keep a small notebook. Every time I see a new vocabulary word, I write it down. Then I try to make a simple sentence with it.
Oh, that's smart. Do you also translate the new words into your own language?
Sometimes, yes. But I also try to just write the English meaning. For example, if I see the word forest, instead of translating, I draw a small tree next to it. That way, I remember the meaning directly in English.
I like that idea. For me, I enjoy reading the comics or short funny stories in newspapers. They are usually simple and easy to understand. And I can also learn expressions that people use in daily life.
Yes, and another tip. You don't need to read the whole newspaper. You can just read one short article every day. If you read one article, you are already practicing English.
Right. Just a little bit every day is better than reading too much and getting tired.
So newspapers are not only about news, they can be a free English practice tool.
Yes, learning English doesn't always need a textbook. Newspapers can be a real fun classroom.
Now let's ask our listeners. Have you ever learned a new English word from reading news, maybe in a newspaper, or even online?
Please share in the comments. Tell us the word and how you learned it. Maybe your answer can help other learners too.
Yes, it's always fun to learn from each other. Article. It means a piece of writing in a newspaper. For example, I read an article about a new hospital.
Notebook. It means a small book for writing notes. For example, she writes new English words in her notebook.
Expressions. It means phrases people use in daily life. For example, I learned new expressions from the newspaper comics.
Practice tool. It means something that helps you practice a skill. For example, a newspaper can be a free practice tool for English.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great content. Click the subscribe button and stay updated with our latest episodes.
Okay, let's move to the third benefit of reading newspapers.
This one is about thinking and discussing.
Yes, when you read a newspaper, you don't just get information. You also start to have your own opinion.
For example, if you read an article about the environment, you might think, I agree with this idea, or I don't agree.
Exactly. When we agree, it means we think the same as someone. When we disagree, it means we have a different idea.
That's right. And it's okay to disagree. The important thing is to discuss politely.
For example, I once read a newspaper story about building more bike lanes in the city. I thought, yes, this is a good idea. It will make the city safer and cleaner.
But I remember I said, I'm not sure. Maybe it will make traffic slower.
Yes, we had a small discussion about it. We didn't have the same opinion, but we both listened and shared.
And that's the point. Newspapers give us topics to talk about with friends, classmates, or family.
Yes, instead of only talking about daily things like what's for dinner or how was your day, you can say, hey, I read this news today. What do you think?
This helps us practice critical thinking. That means looking at ideas carefully, not just saying yes or no.
Right? And it also helps us practice speaking in English if we share our opinions with others in English.
So newspapers are not just for reading quietly. They can also be for discussion and learning how to express your ideas.
So listeners, do you talk about the news with your family or friends? What kinds of topics do you usually discuss?
Please share your answers in the comments. Maybe you talk about sports, politics, the weather, or local events. We'd love to hear your examples.
Yes, your ideas might also give other learners new topics to practice English with.
Politely. It means in a kind and respectful way. For example, even when I disagree, I try to speak politely.
Critical thinking. It means looking at ideas carefully before deciding. For example, reading news helps students practice critical thinking.
Express your ideas. It means to say what you think or feel. For example, newspapers give me topics to express my ideas.
Now, let's talk about the fourth benefit of reading newspapers.
Yes, because newspapers are not only about serious news.
That's true. Newspapers also have sections for entertainment. Entertainment means things you do to relax and have fun.
For example, I really enjoy the comics section. Comics are short stories with pictures and dialogue. They are easy to read and usually very funny.
Oh yes, comics are great. I used to read them every morning before school. It made me start my day with a smile.
Another popular part is the puzzle section. Many newspapers have crossword puzzles or word searches. They are like little games that make your brain work.
Yes, my mom loves puzzles. She says it's like exercise for the brain. It's both fun and also good for thinking.
And don't forget the horoscope section. Some people like to read what their star sign says for the day.
Right? Horoscopes are not always true, but they can be interesting or funny to read.
I also enjoy the lifestyle pages. They often have recipes, health tips, or simple ideas for cooking in daily life.
I love the recipe section too. Sometimes I find a new recipe and try cooking it at home. Reading it in English also helps me learn cooking words.
So newspapers are not just for serious topics like politics or economics. They can also help you relax, enjoy, and have a little fun in your free time.
Yes, reading a comic, solving a puzzle, or checking a new recipe can be just as enjoyable as reading the news.
So listeners, here's our question for you. Which part would you read for fun? Comics, recipes, or puzzles?
Please share your answer in the comments. We're really curious to see what our listeners enjoy most.
Maybe you even have a favorite puzzle or comic character. Tell us about it. Puzzle. It means a game where you solve something, like finding words. For example, she solved a crossword puzzle in the newspaper.
Crossword. It means a word game where you fill in boxes with letters. For example, my dad enjoys doing the crossword every morning.
Word search. It means a puzzle where you find hidden words in a box of letters. For example, I found 10 animals in the word search.
Horoscope. It means a short text that says what might happen based on star signs. For example, my sister laughs when she reads her horoscope.
Lifestyle pages. It means newspaper pages about health, cooking, or daily life tips. For example, the lifestyle pages had a great article about exercise.
Wow, we talked about many good things today. Let's do a quick recap.
Yes. Benefit number 1, information. Newspapers give us news, updates, and reports about the world.
Benefit number 2, language learning. Reading headlines, articles, and new words helps us practice English.
Benefit number 3, thinking and discussing. Newspapers give us ideas to talk about with family and friends. We can agree, disagree, and share opinions.
And benefit number 4, entertainment. Newspapers also have comics, puzzles, recipes, and other fun things to enjoy.
So newspapers are not just about serious news. They are about information, language, thinking, and fun.
Exactly. Newspapers can help us learn, relax, and even grow as people. And that brings us to the end of today's episode of Everyday English Talk.
Thank you so much for listening. We really enjoyed talking about the benefits of newspaper reading with you.
Remember, you can download the free PDF transcript in the description. It includes today's full script, a vocabulary list, and extra practice exercises.
And we'd love to hear from you. Please share in the comments. Which benefit of newspaper reading do you like best?
Was it the information, the English learning, the chance to think and discuss, or maybe the fun and entertainment?
Every answer is welcome. Your ideas can also inspire other learners.
So keep practicing, keep reading, and keep enjoying English.
Until next time, take care and
Bye-bye.